Bata bata, bata bata, bata box.
Turn it up. I told you now. Please.
You are worse than me.
Another year is ending. Shey you dey whine.
Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of the Butterbox podcast. I'm here with the hosts. I don't know why I'm doing the intro, but why not? I will always take the privilege.
Hi guys, thank you so much for being here. Hi Diola, thanks for the intro.
Yeah, welcome. So today we're just going to go straight into the point. We're talking about why women stay in marriages that they are not happy in. Not particularly toxic, not particularly abusive, but why do they stay even when the love is not there?
Well, I mean, we can start with the toxic ones. I think the reason why women will stay even in toxic relationships because of the love they have for the guy. So if there's someone that you love, blah blah blah, someone that you're a fan of, and who rocks your world, who's rocked your world, you really want to consider the options out there, because nobody out there will rock your world just like he did.
For me, one of the reasons why I believe that women stay in marriages, especially when it's not toxic and when it's not abusive, but there's no love, or maybe the love has just faded and they're supposed to be out there looking for something else that's supposed to make them, tick and make them happy or jump and have butterflies and all that, is because women don't like to rock their world when it's not necessary. So if it's not necessary, if that change is not necessary, so why do I need to change my world? Why do I need to especially when there are kids involved, why am I moving my life? Why am I changing or everything for something that I cannot even predict, for something that I don't even know if it's true, for something I don't know if it will last, for something I don't know if it's worth the whole stress of, going through a new process and all that. So I think that's why women change. Women don't just leave. If you see a relationship or a marriage where a woman is packing her bags and okay, I'm done, enough of all this bullshit, trust me, it's a well calculated move. So it will take, according to studies, years for a woman to actually 5 times for her to say I'm leaving before she actually leaves.
So you are saying that women don't leave relationships, even though statistically it's been proven that 80% of all divorces are initiated by women.
80% of all divorces that are initiated by women do not just happen overnight. She has been threatening you I'm leaving, I'm about to leave, I'm going to leave. Women make announcements, we talk about it, we make a big fuss about it. We're I'm going to leave, I'm going to leave. Before she actually packs her bag, I'm okay, Kalas, I'm done.
Yeah, but that's not the premise. I think what you're saying is women will leave over time, right? Women are going to leave with time. So basically all women who are, for whatever reason, decide to leave will leave, but in time. What I'm saying is that most women, even with time, may not choose to leave for 1 or 2 or 3 other reasons.
So half the time, the women who do not leave for good or bad reasons are women who cannot cater for themselves financially, or women who are brought up in traditional homes and they've seen their mom and their dad live forever and ever. Those kind of women have a low possibility rate or percentage of wanting to leave, because they want to be like their parents. My mother did this, my mother stayed, my father stayed, even if they're not in love. So why do I want to be the one to rock or change my boat? But a woman who maybe she met her mom or she saw her mom go through it and she's you know what, I'm fine, or I'm going to be fine. I don't have it figured out, but I saw my mom do it with nothing, so I feel like I'm going to be able to deal with something. Especially if the woman is financially comfortable, then trust me, she's going to wake up one day and be adios, bye.
Yeah, the one elephant in the room is infidelity, which I don't think we've addressed at all.
I don't think that women necessarily leave because their husband is not faithful. I'm not going to lie. A very few. The only thing that make a woman leave because her husband is not faithful to her, if her husband has been sleeping with different people. But if there's it's just one person that you know of, or that you think that you know of, and this person is on lockdown, I don't think that most African women generally will be I'm standing up and I'm leaving my marriage because my husband is with this one person. The only reason why a woman will leave in terms of infidelity is if the man has 58 side chicks outside and she's scared that, oh my god, this guy is going to bring disease and shame. He's shaming me out today and all that. But just because he's sleeping with one girl, she's going nowhere. or I'm going
Okay,
nowhere.
so women live because of infidelity, right? That's the argument. Or
A
because of
very
repeated.
repeated infidelity. Like when it's disrespect and then your friends can tell and then everybody can tell and then become like, oh my god, she's the one who is dating the community husband, you know. That way, yes, definitely I will leave. But if he's your husband is dating one girl, I'm like, yeah, whatever. I wouldn't leave my husband because he's dating one girl.
No, but if you're in a marriage or in a relationship where you are not the authentic version of yourself, there's going to be a point where you realize that I'm not the authentic version of myself. Authentic version of yourself is who you really want to be, or who is ideal.
Authentic version of yourself when you have kids, do not. I'm sorry, let the kids grow. Women think about their kids more and what is best for their kids than for what is. When the kids are like, when they've left the home and like your last child is like older or a teenager, then you can rock the boat hoping that your last child is going to understand. But then again, when my child is like 2 or 5, I'm not thinking about myself or what the authentic version of myself is. I'm thinking about stability for my kids.
No.
Okay.
So if you go to all these VGC, Koyi, Lekki, all these big places in Lagos, a lot of times you see that this woman is like screwing the gardener. Woman is screwing the chef.
I don't want to talk
because
about
that chef probably makes them become the authentic version of themselves.
He
doesn't know about it.
I don't want to talk about women in Nigeria because women in Nigeria who are living in Nigeria.
All Nigeria. Talk about Nigeria.
But then those class of women are very different. They won't leave you. They won't leave their husband for anything because the kind of financial stability that he brings, the gardener will not bring it. So they're going to chop outside and clean out. Chop outside and clean out is different from I'm packing my shit and I'm leaving.
So you are saying women do not like to be the authentic version of themselves when kids are involved?
Women would rather eat their cake and have it. There are very few women who will be like, you know what, I'm done. And let's get this divorce down. Very, very few women in Nigeria.
Even outside Nigeria, actually. I think the opposite is what you find. So another one is also miscommunication or lack of communication. Communication is a big one. Women want to be understood. They want someone that can understand who they are. They want someone that can know what they like and don't like. And someone who can really, really connect to them. Because women are emotional creatures. So if you are in a relationship with them, in a relationship whereby they're not understood, a relationship whereby they don't feel like they connect, again, similar to being the authentic version of themselves, it's something that is rooted down, to how the feminine imperative is wired and structured.
For the longest time, I used to have like a list of things that I want. I want my man to be able to communicate. I want my man to be able to do this. I want affection. I want love. I want this. I want that.
The 5 love languages.
Exhausting. I feel like as I've grown older, I just want a kind man above everything else. I want somebody who puts me first. Somebody who I know that.
So are you saying that list is shrinking?
That list has disappeared.
So older women do not want to leave their man.
That list has disappeared. There's no list. I just want a kind man. Somebody who is kind. At a point, I'll be like, I'll never date a Muslim, or I'll never date above this age bracket, or I'll never do this, or whatever. At this point, I'm like, throw me a 60-year-old kind man and maybe.
Oh, wow, that's a different topic entirely. I think you are going off track.
No,
because
I'm not.
That's in Nigeria.
No. I'm saying that when you were talking about the list,
older Baba, older Alaji.
It doesn't have to
and
be
they go
Baba
on campus in Unilag, all these colleges.
No, you're getting
you
it
have these
twisted.
19, 20-year-old girls.
What I'm saying, I'm not 20.
Old Baba.
I'm not 20. I'm not jobless. I'm not in campus. I'm saying that there's a list of things that women used to have that is not just important. And as we grow older, we just realize that I just don't want drama and I want a man who is kind. What I mean kind in the way he talks to me, kind in things that he does for me, kind in the way that he looks at me. I want to be able to look at him and then I see that he loves me and I'm sure that he loves me. I don't care about love, kindness, 6 feet tall, six pack packing, those kind of things.
Back to the topic though, like why do women choose to leave? Because again, back to the premise of the conversation.
No, we're talking about why women don't leave. Why women don't leave their marriage.
Why women choose not to leave or choose to leave.
Yeah, choose not to leave.
Really. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Some choose to leave, some choose not to leave. But
yeah, you're right. It's just fear.
It's
just fear of uncertainty. Like, how am I sure I'll be able to find somebody who is half as good as somebody that I know? And then you know what we say. The devil you know is better than the one that you don't know. Especially when you
better than the angel you don't know.
Actually, when you can predict this devil and you know his next move. You get what I mean? So, yeah.
So, communication, infidelity, financial is a big one too. Women choose not to live. Yeah, thank you for that. Women choose not to live because of the financial stability. Nobody wants to be out there in the streets because the streets can be tough.
especially if she's used to a certain standard of lifestyle, it's going to take a really strong woman to say, you know what, I'm going to rock my boat. And especially if the guy is dishing out bullshit on a steady, like, no, I don't think this is worth it. I'd rather be broke than be with these idiots, generally.
So where's the role of love?
I think that over time, when kids are involved and everything, love takes like a second. It becomes devotion. Like, I put my commitment, I'm going to put my kids first, then put this person first, or put love first. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
So love doesn't matter anymore.
When you're 20 or 25 or 30, yeah, love matters. But when you're 30 or, you know, as you get older, you're like, what can I do for myself? Because, you know, when you're younger, you're like, oh, I'm going to stay for my kids, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. But as soon as you get older, you're like, what can I do for me? What will make me happy? But then again, most women, like I said, women who grew up in like stable homes, daddy and mommy together, women who are like financially stable, and women who can predict work, their income and all that, they won't leave because they know that I'm going to be fine here. Either ways, my kids are going to be fine. Either ways, and I don't.
So your argument is that the relationship is not really. Your argument is that the relationship is no longer about the man.
No, she's
because
not.
Because we don't even love the man anymore. It might be out of love. Out of love with the guy.
Do you, just quick question, do you think that your mom stayed with your dad because your dad did not, or she did not love your dad? Or do you know what I mean? It doesn't matter to women at some point, especially if she has a source of income that she can produce. She'll be like, I'll be fine, my kids are fine. Why am I shaking my word? Why am I rocking my boat? Do you get what I mean? But if it's a woman who is not financially stable and then this guy is an asshole, she'll be like, I don't think I'll even be better off, or, you know, I'll be worse off without this guy.
So you are highlighting the significance of what is called hypergamy. That's what hypergamy. So I used to women are hypergamous in nature. In other words, if a woman finds a guy that makes more than the current guy, or a guy that is leveled up than the current guy, then there's an impetus to, you know, switch things up. Despite the kids, as long as the guy is willing to take the kids coming from the other marriage.
I will leave not because I find somebody who is richer than my current husband. I will leave if I find somebody who gives me more peace. The problem when there is no peace and I feel like my mental health is disturbed, then that's when I'll be like,
peace is relative though.
Peace is relative, yes.
Peace is a big. I think peace is
a lot of women,
out there.
A lot of women do not stay in their marriage because, or do not leave their marriage because there's no peace or because no love. It's just like, I can't deal with this bullshit anymore. And I make an income, so I'm like, bye. I don't want to deal with your stress. Not because of love or because of she's leaving and she's living with the driver. I
know, but some women leave also to find the authentic self. Even though you dismiss that, I expect you as a woman to dismiss that.
I don't think so. There's no authentic self.
No, authentic self is you've not met a bobo that can shake your world. And this guy, once you are with him, it's like you're in front of God. So people like that now. The guy, they just melt. They lose track of time.
I can't wait to feel that way for anyone. Someone that will be with and I'll melt.
People
and I'll
felt
feel
like that in the beginning.
You
talked about that butterfly, and if it's gone, there's some women who just want that.
I don't think that butterfly is you melting and there's a different feeling entirely. Like, you know what you're talking about is toxic bad love. It's like, you know, when you see that guy and it's really bad.
Yeah.
Like
with Newton and Bobby or
exactly.
Whatever. Yeah.
That's bad. That's
Brown,
toxic. Yeah. You don't want that. It gets like you're not using your head in a strange bad way. Nobody wants to feel.
But that's the Romeo and Juliet. I mean,
that's not Romeo.
Romeo and Juliet. Did Juliet die or Romeo die for Juliet?
That's extreme toxic love.
I know, that's the Romeo and Juliet.
You don't want to knowingly die. You don't want to give her the.
It's love, hey.
No, that's not.
There are people out there listening that love, and love is kind of a big thing.
If you have,
love is real.
If you have kids, and you have a life that you can predict with a man that you can predict, do not rock your world if he's not unnecessary. Except the guy is like really toxic and he's
toxic. Is physical abuse? I'm not talking about physical abuse.
I'm not talking about physical abuse.
So what's toxic?
Like there's financial abuse, there's emotional abuse. The guy is making you feel small. He doesn't put you first. He's not kind. He's not prayerful. He's spirituality. Yeah.
Okay.
His spirituality.
I know Nigerian women be liking all that stuff. So yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
His spirituality or his sexuality is questionable. Then definitely yes, pack your bags and leave. It doesn't have to.
But the women that are staying with people that are whose sexuality are questionable, You just don't know about it. As long as you have that financial stability and that peace, air quote, peace that you're referring to.
Okay, guys, so we want to know what you guys think. Why do you think that women will not, or any woman will not want to rock her world at 40 or at 45? Or because at that point I just want to rest. I don't want something I can predict, something that I know, something that this family. I might be wrong, but yes, when I'm 25, 28, 30, 32, 35, I can rock my world. When I'm 35, I just want to be like, okay, what can I predict? What do I know?
What is, oh
and
guys,
good.
You can email, if you want to contribute, info@batterbox.com. Quick question, how about the role of the in-laws? What if the in-laws are from hell?
Oh my god, that's going to be our next episode, guys. So please watch and let's talk about in-laws from hell. Thank you guys for listening. Do not forget to subscribe, like, and we're going to be talking about in-laws from hell in our next episode. Bye, guys.
Yeah, thank you guys. Please don't forget to follow, subscribe if you haven't yet to our YouTube channel and everywhere else we are: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and we are growing on TikTok. Until next time, this is Real Mike.
Yeah.
Signing off. Bye, guys. Bye, guys.
Bata bata, bata bata, bata box.